Every day I walk into the Lairdon School parking lot through the back gate and I look around and see the playground to my right, filled with slides and swings, and I can almost hear the kids' laughter and joyful shouts as they play. I walk into the building and look directly up, thanking God for another day to do this work and for a blessing that the day provides me with the impact that will form me into the person that I've been working so hard to become. Each day doesn't bring the same impact of joy and happiness that the playground I mentioned does. Some days I struggle with students' behaviors, crises, and outbursts of frustration. One particular instance I experienced impacted my life in a way I still struggle to process. As most of the students at Lairdon come from traumatic backgrounds that I will never be able to grasp. I was staffed with Austin one day, a student who I have very solid rapport with, but I wouldn't work with him very often because he is a more challenging student. I knew this because I had to wear a hard hat when working with him one-on-one, and I had to be very careful with my wording around him. If I was too soft with him, then I wouldn't earn his respect. And if I was too stern with him, then he could blow up and really do some damage. Well, I was too stern with him the one day when I was staffed, and it very heavily impacted my view on life. As we were finishing up our game of basketball, I told Austin that he had one more shot before we had to go back to class and do daily reflections. He didn't like the sound of that, and let me know by throwing a ball at me. And then another, and then another. He moved on to tennis rackets, then bowling pins, batteries, baseball tees. By the time he was done, he had covered the entire gym floor and all of its equipment. Extra staff had come to assist me at this point and guided me out of the gym to allow him to finish what he had started because there was no use in trying to stop him. We jumped in to put him in a hold once he had started using a tennis racket to shatter a window. To see a student transform in front of my eyes like this was terrifying. A student who I enjoyed playing pretend with or jamming out on our electric air guitars. But it taught me to look at things differently and gain a great life lesson. Everyone has a story. Everyone has a story. Whether it is a student at Lairdon, a person you live with in your house, someone experiencing homelessness, or someone you just met, everyone has a story. And they talk, walk, and act the way they do because of it. I incorporate this lesson now, understanding that everyone's words and actions, no matter how helpful or hurtful, come from their past. If that past was 5 minutes ago or 5 years ago, it is still with them, and I am learning how to love everyone in the present because of their past for the future.